Well, as we get started today with today's video, I just wanted to remind you guys that I am still trying to get my first 100 subscribers to this YouTube channel, and it would just tickle me no end if you would go out there and hit that subscribe button and become a follower of the channel. Also, it helps a lot if you just hit the thumbs up button after you viewed the video and show that you liked it. YouTube's algorithm is kind of particular, and that's the only way I can get, I guess, notice. I hate to say that. That sounds so, I don't know, conceited, but I really am trying to grow this channel, and so your help is appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed and liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Everybody, welcome back to Writer Groupie. I'm here today to talk about a few things that if you are a beginning writer over 50, maybe you're just getting started, maybe you're just getting your feet wet with the writing life, I have a few things to offer to you that might be beneficial for your first novel or your first book. And so I thought I would come on here today and just give you the benefit of my opinion. So if you're a beginning author under over 50, this will work for you also. Now, for the first thing to talk about, I would like to talk about composition of novels. You know, books all have beginnings, middles, and ends. They start somewhere, they go somewhere, they have an exciting conflict that leads the characters on a journey. Even if it's a romance, there's two characters who are on a journey to find love with each other. And then there's the end. Be it a happy ever after, be it a maybe transition to a new world. But it's definitely beginning, middle, and end in every novel. And so that's what I want to start with here today, is telling you that you definitely need to have a beginning, middle, and end. When you find the composition of your story, you can go out and you can get ideas from movies, books, games, your children, your grandchildren, your book club, your writer's critique group. There's so many different places to get ideas for a story that you like. Find something that's already written, something that's already been done. And I'll just use The Hobbit, for example, because that's one of my absolute favorite stories. I have read The Hobbit. I have seen the movies. I have seen the characters come alive on the screen as well as in the pages of a book. And I know where the story starts. I know where the middle is, and I know where the end is. And I know that based on that structure, how I can sort of pattern a novel in that direction with a beginning, middle, and an end. Now, when I say to find your composition and pattern your novel after another piece of work, I don't mean plagiarize. I don't mean write about hobbits. I don't mean put anything in there about Bilbo Baggins. You see what I'm saying? It needs to be unique. It needs to be different, and it needs to be all yours. But for a structure, for composition of a novel, you can definitely get ideas from other sources. Now, a second thing to think about would be for your characters to really come alive on the page for you. And you can do this with your main character in a monologue. You can do this with your main two characters, maybe your main character and your sidekick character, maybe even your main character and your villain in a dialogue. Just write out your character or characters talking about their day, telling you about their week, telling you about their world, telling you about what's going on. And really pay attention to what they say and how they say it. You'll get their voice. You'll get information about the world you're trying to create. The pressure is off you as a creator and on them as the character. When you write them in a dialogue or in a monologue, you're listening. You're typing, but you're listening, and that's kind of crucial to get all the information about your characters down the way you want them to be. Now, 3 things that you want to ask of your characters and your story. And you're just kind of like mentally getting the ideas for it. 1, who is it about? Who is the story about? Who is the main player? Who has the most to lose? When you figure that out, that's going to be your protagonist. And then the second thing you want to ask is, what do they want? What is this story about? What are they trying to achieve in your story? What do they want? What do they need? What is crucial in their life and why we're writing this book? And number 3 is, why can't they have it? Because if everything in the world were perfect and every character in every book got what they wanted and needed, there wouldn't be any reason to write it. These are things that we were going to keep from them through conflict. And so who they are, what they want, and why they can't have what they want are the 3 important things to remember when writing your novel. And also, it is a good idea, once you get started writing, to think about your genre and what you're going to be placing your emphasis on. Like, is it going to be a mystery? Mysteries have kind of a fast and slow pace to them, because as the sleuth works through all the clues, it can go fast and it can go slow. They may have to slow down, and they may have to retract, and they may have to get rid of the ones that weren't, solid evidence. A romance can be slower paced. It can be, a slow burn, all the way up into that moment when the couple realizes that they love each other. And then again, on the other hand, there's a thrillerish suspense novel that has a really fast-paced plot line where the reader's turning the pages really fast. And that is what you need to be thinking about when you're thinking about genre. Is it going to be a thriller? Is it going to be a romance? Is it going to be a mystery? Is it going to be a fantasy? And then secondary to that is the pacing and how fast or slow you're going to be, making it for your reader. And also, another thing to think about is, as a writer, we oftentimes get burned out. Sometimes, especially in the brainstorming sessions, sometimes we pick up ideas and we discard them. We pick up ideas and we discard them. And before you know it, after you've spent a few hours of doing that, all of a sudden you're like, well, nothing works. Well, honestly, I think it's because you're overworking and overtaxing your creativity. Your creative mind is being a little burdened. Sometimes it's better to give it up. Just give it up for the day. Go find something else to do. Go swim, go fish, go bike, go hike, get out in nature, take a bath, read a book, something else to relax your mind so that creativity returns to you, because burnout is real. You can wear yourself out and wear your mind out to the point where it just shuts down and nothing sounds good anymore. So if that happens to you, just remember, you're just tired. Your mind is tired. Creativity is kind of on the fritz now, and the only thing you can do is to relax your mind and refill the well. Well, that's it for me today, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's so short. I've been away on vacation and I have had a ton of stuff to catch up on. Don't forget, the next book in the Mount Moriah series is coming out July 15th on Amazon. I've been promoting it everywhere. If you haven't seen my promotions, go to my pages. You'll see it. I promise you, I've been talking about it. And we are almost finished with the 3rd book, which will be coming out in October. It's A Christmas in Mount Moriah, and I know you're going to love it. And that's it, you guys. Till next time, be good. Okay, so that's it for me for today, you guys, but I did want to just reiterate that I need you to subscribe and like the channel. I really appreciate your help. And don't forget, on July 14th, there will be a Facebook Live. I'm going live to talk about The Inn on The Inn on Main Street, a Mount Moriah novel. Book 2 coming out July 15th. So Facebook Live, July 14th, book release, July 15th. Be there, be square. Bye.